MINWAX Fast-DRYING Polyurethane. I got it from Walmart. It's pretty cheap. It was like $10, $13, something like that. Anyway, like, this is my first time doing anything with like wood, and I think it turned out pretty good. Like, I'm not done with it yet, but it's pretty shiny for what it is, and that's after I put about 3 layers on it so far, I think now. Sanded it down with a little orbital sander. And I had it all the way down to wood. It's white oak, I'm pretty sure. And that's what it used to look like before. Like that. And I also used this the Minwax Wood finish. It's red mahogany. It was just something that I found in my house, and it was just there, so I decided to use it and see if I could make a cool little table out of something that I got for free. And so far, it looks pretty decent. It's not the best. Like, I want like it to be super shiny. I got a buffer because I've done a few painting things for cars and stuff, but I have plans on getting it a lot more shinier than what it is. But for just applying it, after sanding it down a couple times and just applying it, it would be good just for a regular person. I myself want it to look like a mirror. Like, no fuzz or anything to it. Like, I want it to be like looking like glass. It's got a little bit of like imperfection to it, and if I can get the whole table to look like really like shiny on top, like I'm not so worried about the sides or anything, but they look pretty decent. Like, I didn't do this lip or anything, and that's about the shine to it. Just regular, without doing anything. I didn't sand these or anything. Like, after I got it down to bare wood, this is just the regular shine to it right there, without any sanding on it, which it's got a good shine to it there. I might hit that with some 2,000 or 3,000 grit and go over it one time. The top, I'm for sure gonna sand that down and then buff it, but it turned out pretty good. Like, I would recommend it to anybody that just wants to make it look like shiny, I guess, and look half decent. I don't know if there's anything shinier out there or not, but that's the first time I ever used any wood stuff, so I think it came out pretty good. I don't know if there's better stuff out there that like lays a lot flatter or not, but it looks pretty good to me. This is just like after not sanding in like 2 layers, you can see how gritty it is. It could just be the wood, but it's got a shine to it, but these definitely need to be sanded and then reapplied a couple times, I think, for it to look good. I like this this finish though, or the stain, whatever the hell you want to call it. It definitely changed the color of the wood. It didn't seem like it dried all the way though, like thoroughly. I don't know if I didn't let it sit long enough, what the waiting time is for that, but this stuff actually gets tacky, but isn't dried in 2 or 3 hours like it claims to be. I think it says 3 hours it'll be dry and you can reapply. It's kind of humid out here, but that wasn't the case. I've let it go for about like 24 hours and it seems to be pretty hard. This has been on for about, I don't know, maybe 6 hours. It seems pretty dry, but I don't know if it's all the way dry. It's hard to the touch, but you never know. But yeah, and like I've done a few car painting things and like with clear coats and whatnot, and like it usually says that it's like a clear gloss or like whatever. Like this isn't actually clear. If you were to put it on something white, it would turn it yellow. I'm pretty sure. Like because when you open it up, it's got a super yellow tint to it. It's not clear gloss. It's clear, but it's only clear to something that has a dark tint to it, I'm pretty sure. Because it's yellow. Like I have clear coat over here for automotive stuff, and that stuff's not even like a clear. There's different tints to different types of clear coats, which this isn't a clear coat for a car, but it's the same logic for the most part, and they really aren't clear as they're stated. Like if you were to do it on like a light wood, it would turn it a more yellow color. Like say like this. Like when you sand this down, it turns white. It doesn't have that beige color to it or whatever. So if I was just to put the clear on that, or the fucking whatever this shit's called, the polyurethane, it wouldn't be white. It would have a yellow tint to it. It would be about the color of the wood dust that's on the floor, you know? Like it wouldn't look that color like white. It's definitely got a yellow tint to it, so if you're looking for something like crystal clear, this isn't it. But I think for the most part it looks great. Like just for applying it and doing some quick sanding. All I'm using is like a 220, I think it is, on there. And I'm not going too crazy with it, sanding it down, but I took it all the way down to the wood and then just put the finish on there and then started applying this stuff on there, and it seems to work pretty decent for just wiping it on. I've been using a foam brush too, so I fucked up the first time because I think that's in like reducer, so it doesn't get hard, so I can just keep using the same thing. But apparently I should have read the directions, because I thought it was really bubbly, and that's because I shook it, you know, to try to mix everything, and apparently you're not supposed to shake it. You're supposed to roll it around or whatever and get everything mixed up in there and not shake. But it's got a really nice shine to it, I think. It would be good enough just to put in your house and not even have to do anything other than just applying it. If I have a choice again and I do another table, I'll probably buy this stuff, most likely. It's cheap, and I've only probably used 1/8 of it just on this, and that's kind of going a little overboard. But I think it's pretty decent. It's got a good shine to it and everything. It's going to be a lot more shinier after I get done polishing it, though. So I would recommend it. It's pretty decent, easy to apply. It's a little thick, but and it doesn't spread out like you would think that it would spread out, like from it sitting. If you don't really apply it too evenly, it's going to be kind of leery. Like you'll have a little bump to it, but I think it's pretty good.